My name is Marije Boekkooi and I'm a PhD student at the Free University Amsterdam, and I'm co-author of the article Mobilizing Friends and Strangers, Understanding the Role of the Internet in the Step It Up Day of Action, which I wrote together with Professor Dana Fisher of Columbia University, New York. In this article, we study a National Day of Climate Action in the US, organized by Step It Up, and which took place on November 3rd, 2007. And we were interested in the role of the Internet, not just on the organization and the coordination of the different events, but especially as a channel to mobilize participants. The day was initiated by Step It Up. Step It Up is not an organization, but it consists almost exclusively of a website. On this website you could find material to help you organize an event in your own community, but more importantly you could enter your postal code or state there to find events that were planned near you. If there was already an event planned, then you could sign up online to join the event or contact the organizers to help them organize. If there were no events planned, or if you didn't like the events that were planned, you could come up with your own initiative and post it on the website so that others could join you. The organizers were encouraged to invite their member of Congress to join the event and speak out in favor of climate legislation, but they were left otherwise free to decide what to organize and how to organize it. Consequently, events on the day ran the gamut, from traditional rallies and marches to musical and performance events to bike rides and discussion meetings. In New York City alone, for example, the Step It Up website listed 13 separate events, which ranged from a rally at Washington Square Park to a global warming burlesque in a gritty bar on the Williamsburg waterfront to a polar bear ferry ride on the Staten Island ferry and banner painting for kids in Brooklyn. In all, on the day, 481 events were organized all over the country and in every state. As the Internet was so important for the organization and coordination of the day, we expected that the Internet would play an important role in the mobilization too. And it would therefore be a good test case to see what is the effect of using the Internet to mobilize people. As we expected, the Internet indeed played a major role in mobilizing participants for the day. More than a third of the participants were mobilized through a website, an email, or a listserv. The other two major mobilizing channels were personal networks and organizational networks. Together they mobilized 84% of the participants. So are the participants who were mobilized through the Internet different from the other participants? Yes, they are. They come much more often alone to the events than do the participants that were mobilized through face-to-face channels. 60% of those people mobilized online come on their own, while only 26% of those mobilized through social networks come alone. Our findings concur with the conclusion of other scholars who say that the Internet speeds up the disconnection of people from their local community. And this is important to know because it means that the participants who came on their own are not necessarily isolated people. They may in fact be more connected overall, but just not locally connected. And it's also not certain that they remain locally isolated after they have attended the event. It may be the case that the Internet can reach and mobilize new participants, thus far locally disconnected, but once they get to the event, they may connect with a local network of activists. The people who were mobilized online are probably people who are very interested in and concerned about the issue. When an event such as the one that we studied takes place in their own town or even in their own neighborhood, they may take that first step to participation. The Internet may thus be able to draw in new people into a movement who cannot necessarily be reached through personal or organizational networks. Whether these people remain engaged probably depends on whether the organizers make an effort to integrate them into the movement. In the case of Step It Up, this didn't happen, but in the Obama campaign, for example, organizers did make that effort, and there the Internet forged new connections among people with common interest in a community, which endured after the campaign had ended. Thank you for listening, and if you'd like to know more, please read our article in Information, Communication and Society. Thank you.